Well, I'm just loving that new little way to get around. I want to do a little bit more interactive stuff. Actually, before I even started the daily vlog, I met with another YouTuber in Pittsburgh named Brad Driscoll. His link is up here. Oh, no, wait, no. Here, right there. There we go, finally got it. Brad told me to keep the vlogs interactive, you know, make sure you're reaching out to your audience, make sure you're including them as part of the adventure. That was one big piece of advice that he gave me. So I want to start today something a little bit different versus just kind of documenting the day-to-day going-ons of our life. I want to kick off, so today I want to kick off a new segment that I want to do at least once a week called Declan Answers the Questions You Ask Him. P.S. The best place to reach him is on Twitter, parentheses, at Declan_Wilson_. That's it. Oh yeah, okay. Ash says, one of the most down-to-earth and genuine YouTubers I've had the chance to talk to. He's also a prime position to answer your questions, as he's just getting started too. Nice. That wasn't a question, but it was a very nice thing, Ash. Thank you very much. Oh, he did answer. Oh, he did ask a question. Okay, 2 questions from Ash. If you won the lottery, what would be the first 3 things you would do with the winnings? I don't want to win the lottery. I don't play the lottery. I don't gamble. I don't know what I would do if I just had a large chunk of cash that just someone gave to me. I like the chase. I like building something. For example, this YouTube channel, we're building this up. This is still very new. I hope that this becomes my thing someday. If someone said, hey Declan, I'll give you $1 million right now to make YouTube videos for the rest of your life, I'd probably say no. I'd probably say no, because it just doesn't, it just wouldn't be fun. I want to get to that point. I want to chase that. I want to build something instead of just winning or being handed out some money. So I don't know. I don't have 3 things that I would buy. Second part of Ash's question is, when you worked on your channel along with the 9-to-5, what kind of tools, spreadsheets did you use to balance finances? Who did you go to for financial advice? So I actually launched this channel after I left my 9-to-5. Before that, I spent years and years just blogging and writing and creating content in that aspect, because it was something that I could do at work or on the side. But to kind of go to your second part, who did I go to for financial advice? I have a really great friend, Alex. I'll put a link to his website below, but Alex is my bookkeeper. He is my go-to. I am terrible at that kind of stuff. I refer to him for everything. He's a bookkeeper for my business. That's who I go to for advice. But if you're asking more along the lines of how do you kind of transition from a 9-to-5 job to doing your own thing, it's really up to you. I'm not in a position to answer or to give advice in that area, because everyone's situation is different. Everyone's situation is unique. Hannah Phillips, hey Hannah. Hannah says, what upcoming Pittsburgh event, activity, adventure are you most looking forward to documenting? And who are a few YouTubers you gained inspiration from? Pittsburgh events, activities, it's tough. I can tell you I literally go day to day to day. It's really hard to plan out what I'm gonna be doing, what we're gonna be doing every single day, especially with a toddler, because there's so many uncertainties around that. I can tell you what I'm hoping for, and that is a Penguins 3rd consecutive Stanley Cup parade. We went last year. It was awesome. I got to touch the cup.
Oh, we touched it! Oh my gosh! I just touched the cup!
I'm really hoping that happens again, and to go downtown with my family and document that day. That would be so much fun if that could happen. There's so much I want to do around Pittsburgh. I don't know, I think the biggest thing that I want to do is just get outside more, because it's been such a long and cold and wet winter. I just want to get outside and just capture the beauty of Pittsburgh and just Pirates game. I want to go to a Pirates game. That would be the other one. Oh, second part of your question. And who are a few YouTubers you gained inspiration from? Number one is obviously Casey Neistat. I mean, was probably the YouTuber that inspired me to start vlogging in the first place. Now, Casey is Casey. He is just the epitome of coolness. The biggest thing I've realized is that I am not that. So I don't model that. I maybe model his style, but he embraces this coolness. What I do try to embrace is his genuineness. He's very genuine of who he is. And I try to embrace that in myself and just try to be a dorky dad, because that's what I am. I'm just a big kid dressed up playing dad. That's how I feel like. Peter McKinnon is another one. Let me actually just look through the Jergies, family vloggers, Pittsburgh Dad. He just cracks me up. Ann Lupo is a great artist. Taylor King, he's really good at vertical video. Elle Mills, Red Gaskell is doing some cool stuff. Steve Campbell. Yeah, that's about it. I don't follow too many, but I mean like follow. NHL. I just watch hockey highlights all the time. So yeah, that's those are a couple of my influences on YouTube. At Spare Change says, okay, here's a two-part question. I keep seeing you use the term neighbor. Is this a homage to Mr. Rogers? Yes. Let me just dive into that. If you're from Pittsburgh, you probably picked up on that I like to use the term neighbors when referring to whoever I'm talking to. I'm talking to a camera right now. I know that. I know what's right in front of me. But really, when I'm talking to the camera, I literally think of who are the people behind this on the other side of the screen watching what's unfolding in our lives. And the only way I could describe that is neighbors, you know, being a part of our life, who are close to us, who know what's going on. I could say friends, I could say family, but there's something about neighbors that's just so neighborly. But being that I am from Pittsburgh, actually I was born in California, but I grew up watching Mr. Rogers, and he was such an influential teacher even back then, but even as an adult and as a father and as a creator. But he is probably he is up here in terms of my list of humans that I want to aspire towards, both from his ability to love to his ability to create, and just also having that special connection of being from Pittsburgh. I can go on and on about Fred Rogers. And the second part of the question is, if Mr. Rogers was alive today, would he vlog? I think yes, you say. That's a good question. If he was alive today, he would be very old, but let's shift it. Let's say he was my age now and wanted to create content for children. Would he vlog? I don't know, maybe not necessarily like a vlog per se, which would be really cool, but I think he would embrace the meritocracy of YouTube, of a platform like YouTube. I could see him creating a YouTube channel and creating content for YouTube so it can be widely available to anyone. I know one of his big things was, you know, creating content for the Pittsburgh area, which was then syndicated elsewhere out into across America. So, I mean, he wanted his message heard and shared to all children. And I think the easiest way to do that now would be creating something on YouTube. And it would have made something really special on this platform if he had if he was alive today. But yeah. Anyway, so that's all the questions I have for today. I don't see anything else. But Penguins game, 3 o'clock. Henry's still napping, so hopefully they'll let me watch the game. Thank you, neighbor, for watching and for reaching out with your questions. If you want to ask any questions throughout the week, you can just hit me up on Twitter at Declan_Wilson_. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Go make today an adventure and have a happy Earth Day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. This is how I watch the Penguins. I just get so nervous that I have to sit on the floor. Let's go, Pens!